Betelgeuse is a massive and renowned red supergiant star that, if placed where the Sun is, could extend all the way to the orbit of Jupiter. This star is enormous, highly unpredictable, and could potentially explode. Known for its charming yet perplexing nature, Betelgeuse, located in the Orion constellation, showed strange behavior when it dimmed significantly between late 2019 and mid-2020, dimming to the point where it briefly became almost as faint as Bellatrix, Orion's third brightest star. This unusual dimming event has been dubbed the Great Dimming, but Betelgeuse has since regained its brilliance, becoming the brightest star in Orion for several days in 2024. The possibility of an impending supernova due to these events has been suggested, but is there any real evidence to support this? Will Betelgeuse explode within our lifetime? And if it does, what would the consequences be for life on Earth? In his discussions, physicist Brian Cox warns that humanity, as potentially the only sentient species in the universe, could face catastrophic consequences if such an explosion were to occur. He reflects on the delicate balance that allowed life to thrive on Earth, emphasizing how certain events over billions of years made our planet uniquely suitable for life. Despite the Sun having remained relatively unchanged for nearly 4 billion years, scientists estimate that it is currently about halfway through its life cycle. At the core of our Sun, around 4 million tons of matter are converted into energy every second through nuclear fusion, transforming 600 million tons of hydrogen into helium. This process fuels life on Earth. However, researchers predict that the Sun will eventually burn out in about 5 billion years, causing a massive transformation in the universe. Cox elaborates on how the Sun's eventual transition to a red giant will profoundly affect Earth. As it exhausts its hydrogen supply, the Sun will begin to expand, and its outer layers will grow. Eventually, the Sun's transformation could make Earth uninhabitable, as the planet's temperature rises. Within about 1 billion years, life on Earth may no longer be able to survive. The Sun will continue expanding until it potentially engulfs Mercury, Venus, and perhaps Earth. After this, the Sun will shed its outer layers and shrink into a white dwarf, a process that may leave behind a lifeless and barren Earth. While this eventual transformation of the Sun will happen far in the future, Cox highlights how other stars like Betelgeuse could also undergo dramatic changes. Betelgeuse, a red supergiant star, is so large that it could easily engulf the inner planets of our solar system, including Earth if it were placed at the center. Located about 400 light-years away, this star is one of the brightest and most studied variable stars. It constantly changes in brightness, and its immense size and variability make it a point of fascination for astronomers. Betelgeuse's behavior as a variable star means it fluctuates in brightness, sometimes becoming much brighter than usual. Its changes in luminosity have been significant enough to be compared to other famous variable stars like Maya, which also pulses in brightness, and Alol, which occasionally dims as a result of eclipses from a companion star. Betelgeuse is one of the most prominent stars in the night sky, part of the Orion constellation, and the fifth brightest star observed, excluding the Sun. Its fluctuations in brightness have raised questions about its future, and some scientists speculate that it could eventually explode in a supernova, an event powerful enough to briefly outshine the rest of the stars in the sky. For astronomers, the possibility of witnessing a nearby supernova is an exciting prospect, as it could provide unique insights into stellar evolution. Supernovae are rare events, but they are of great interest because of their immense power and the fact that they can sometimes be seen during the day. Betelgeuse, given its size and behavior, remains a key focus of study. The star is relatively young, being less than 10 million years old, and its potential for a dramatic end could add another chapter to our understanding of stellar life cycles. The potential explosion of Betelgeuse, also known as Alpha Orionis, has been a topic of great interest among astronomers. This massive red supergiant star, located in the Orion constellation, is one of the largest stars visible to the naked eye. If Betelgeuse were placed at the center of our solar system, its outer surface would extend beyond the orbit of Jupiter, making it a truly enormous celestial body. Despite its size, Betelgeuse is nearing the end of its life cycle, and it is unstable, with the possibility of a supernova explosion at any time. Betelgeuse has intrigued scientists for years due to its massive size, variability, and luminosity. Recently, in late 2019 and early 2020, the star underwent a significant dimming event that caused its brightness to drop to levels not seen in over a century of observations. This mysterious dimming, known as a great fade, sparked speculation about the potential for a supernova explosion. As Betelgeuse has now regained its normal brightness, questions remain about whether we will witness its explosion in our lifetime, what the explosion might look like, and what impact it could have on Earth. Physicist Brian Cox has emphasized that the universe is finely tuned, and events like supernovae can have profound consequences. Understanding these cosmic events offers valuable insights into the life cycles of stars and the broader workings of the universe. Betelgeuse, at just 8 to 10 million years old, is considered a relatively young star, but red supergiants like it have short lifespans due to their rapid consumption of nuclear fuel. When Betelgeuse exhausts its hydrogen and helium, it will begin fusing heavier elements, eventually leading to a catastrophic collapse and a supernova explosion. Supernovae are among the most energetic events in the universe, capable of briefly outshining entire galaxies. If Betelgeuse were to explode, it could become incredibly bright, potentially rivaling the brightness of the moon in our night sky and possibly even visible during the day. The explosion would generate a spectacular light show that could last for weeks or months. However, despite its dramatic appearance, a supernova from Betelgeuse poses no direct threat to Earth due to its distance of about 700 light-years from our planet. The distance is far enough to ensure that the explosion would not cause any harmful effects, but it would provide a unique opportunity for astronomers to study a supernova up close, enhancing our understanding of stellar evolution. Betelgeuse's fluctuating brightness is a characteristic of variable stars, and its recent dimming event was likely caused by a combination of factors, including changes in its surface and the ejection of a large dust cloud that temporarily obscured its light. While some scientists believe that Betelgeuse could explode within the next few thousand years, others speculate that it may take as long as 10,000 years or more. In astronomical terms, this is a relatively short time frame, but from a human perspective, it remains uncertain whether we will witness this event in our lifetimes. Currently, astronomers are closely monitoring Betelgeuse with advanced telescopes and instruments, hoping to detect any early signs of a supernova. Understanding the life cycle of Betelgeuse and its potential explosion will offer valuable insights into the processes that shape our universe. In conclusion, Betelgeuse is a fascinating and mysterious star that could explode as a supernova at any time. While such an explosion would not pose a direct danger to Earth, it would be a remarkable event visible from our planet, providing a unique opportunity for scientific discovery. As we continue to study Betelgeuse, we eagerly await the moment when this massive star reaches the end of its life and delivers one of the most awe-inspiring events in the universe. Stars like Betelgeuse, which are much larger than our Sun, have much shorter lifespans due to their rapid fuel consumption. Despite being a relatively young star in cosmic terms, Betelgeuse will eventually burn out spectacularly, far faster than the average human lifespan. In a universe where 10 million years is just a blip, the fate of massive stars is quick and inevitable. Scientists have long predicted that stars like Betelgeuse, which are several times more massive than the Sun, will eventually collapse under their own gravity. As their hydrogen and helium fuel runs out, they begin to fuse heavier elements in their cores, leading to extremely high temperatures and densities. This process eventually forces the star to expel its outer layers into space. When Betelgeuse finally explodes, it could become so bright that it might appear as a second moon in the night sky. Betelgeuse is a variable star, meaning its brightness fluctuates. In 2021, the star's brightness dramatically decreased by nearly 60% over a few months. This dimming was later confirmed to be caused by a dust cloud, which blocked out part of the star. Stars like Betelgeuse constantly emit gas and dust, and this material can obstruct our view of them. In Betelgeuse's case, it was found that a cloud of gas and dust had covered part of the star, reducing its visible brightness. Despite this, it remains about half as bright as usual, and scientists are still uncertain about what caused the recent fluctuations in its brightness. However, it doesn't seem likely that a supernova explosion is imminent. Stars like Betelgeuse, which are 15 to 25 times more massive than the Sun, are expected to eventually end their lives in a supernova explosion. Although Betelgeuse is nearing the end of its life, it's still millions of years away from such an event. For astronomers, even a few million years can seem like a long time, but in the lifespan of the universe, it's just a fraction of a moment. Recent research has provided new insights, suggesting that Betelgeuse may be rotating faster than previously thought, possibly due to interactions with a smaller companion star. This has increased speculation that its supernova could happen sooner rather than later. Some models predict that the explosion could happen within 1,000 years, while others estimate it could be as much as 15 million years away. If Betelgeuse were to explode in a supernova, its brightness would increase dramatically. At a distance of about 100 million light-years, it would be visible as a bright new object in the sky, outshining all the stars around it, and could even be visible during the day. The explosion would be an incredible sight, making Betelgeuse one of the brightest objects in the sky, perhaps even outshining all other stars in the constellation of Orion. It could become so brilliant that it might be visible in the daytime, a stunning display in the night sky.